Hello everybody, it's Terry again. Got another fishing tip for you. It's something we learned a long time ago. When we started fishing, I'm old enough that and a cheap Zebco, that's what we used. 202 was the cheapest. You could literally get them for $2. For $5 or $6 you could get a Zebco 33, and by the time I was probably 11 for sure, I had a Zebco 33, and it was top of the line for a little kid fishing up down the creeks. And sometimes we'd go out to Harris Break. Still, that's what I'm using, that Zebco 33. Used it so long it kind of got to grinding, where my buddies call mine old grinder, but it caught a lot of fish. That's why it ground up like it did. But I want to show you something. We advanced to, back then there wasn't a lot of choices. A lot of the reels you have now obviously didn't exist, but we had the Garcia, Abu Garcia. They had a green one. It was kind of the cheap one. I think it was a D. The C was silver. There was a black one there too, and then there was the red one. It was the common. I think it was the A, Abu Garcia A, and it was a good reel back then. Probably, listen, I've still got two 5500 C's that I could oil up and fish with tomorrow, but they're just a little more too much trouble to fish with. But here's what I want to show you on this kind of reel. Now, if you're fishing with these kind of cheap reels, these $30 reels, you're having trouble anyway. Toss them, get a good reel. You don't have to spend $200 on a reel. $70, $80, $90. That's what you need to be fishing with if you fish much. Otherwise, they're not going to hold up. I've bought a $30 reel before, and it started making noises after one fishing trip. And to me, that's just 2 or 3 hours for me, a fishing trip. So this is one of them. I could use this in a pinch, 1 or 2 trips, and then it'd be shot. But it's kind of hard to see. But right up in there, there's the worm and the pawl. The worm gear in there, you can kind of see it, and this little thing sticks down, a little point sticks in it. It's the pawl, and it travels up and down that worm. That thing will wear out. It's metal on metal, so you got to get you. We used to use a little can called 3-in-1 oil. As good as it ever, it's still the best. This is just a little bit of oil in a bottle, and you can just put a couple of drops right there in that worm gear and work that thing like that. If you fish a lot, you need to do that every time. If you don't fish much, at least clean it up, get the dust out of it once a week before you go fishing. Maybe do that. But just keep that thing oiled, otherwise you're going to wear it out. And that's your high dollar reels, your cheap reels, it don't matter. But get you some good reels and take care of them. A little basic maintenance. Don't forget that worm gear and that pawl. You'll wear it out. Be out there fishing and your line's all piling up on one side because your paw's bad and won't run down the worm gear. So take care of your equipment. Maybe we can get out this weekend sometime and don't know when yet, just try to find a couple hours to sneak off, fish over some weed beds since most of them are underwater right now. So good luck to you. Have a good weekend, and don't forget to wear that life jacket. It's important. Wear that life jacket. Set a good example. Thanks a lot.